So we're working on getting it up to 250,000 subscribers. We're on the way. Thank you. It takes all of us. And I really, really appreciate it because evil does not want this to happen. It does not want this to happen. You remember we had that was a terrorist attack. They're calling it a terrorist attack now in India on on Easter Day, where these Muslims went into churches and hotels and blew up themselves and other people. And right away, I just knew it had to be a terrorist attack, even though they were not calling it that right away. But we know. And now ISIS claimed responsibility for their attack. Well, according to Fox, something happened in our country last night. This is from Fox. Driver deliberately drives into crowd in California, injuring eight, according to the police. The incident occurred last night in El Camino Real. It looked like real to me, but Real. El Camino Real, Sunnyvale, which is southeast of San Francisco. All of the victims, including a 13-year-old, were rushed to the hospital with unknown injuries. Now, this happened last night while you were sleeping in your bed thinking the government got your back, but they don't. And this local government or state government here in California are allowing illegal aliens and everybody else to come in. So no, you have no idea who are monster people coming into our country to kill us. This is a clip from CBS 5 San Francisco. Witnesses told police the driver, who was arrested after crashing into a tree, showed no signs of attempting to stop.
You can see this car behind me. It's a twisted up heap that crashed directly into that tree. But before it hit the tree, according to police, the driver of the car sped through the intersection back there and drove directly at people, crashing into pedestrians who were in the crosswalk and also some who were on the sidewalk. 8 people were hurt. The youngest was 13 years old. Paramedics rushed the victims to area hospitals. Strangely, police say there are indications this crash was not an accident.
Look like ISIS to me. I don't know yet. They haven't said it, but it looked very suspicious to me. We got to shut our border down. We got to put a big, beautiful wall around the borders, folks. And whomever think that a wall is not necessary is an idiot. No name was released, and no description of the driver has yet to be announced, which tell me it was either ISIS or a black person. If it was a white man or a white woman, it'll be all over the news, the race of the person, the color of the person. The Sunnyvale Department of Police Safety captain told the press that it was too early to call it a terrorism. Why? The person crashed into people, whether it was illegal aliens or not. It's all like terrorism to me. Here we go.
It looks like this may have been a intentional act by the driver based upon what's on scene and also some statements obtained. We are conducting that investigation. We don't know what the motives were, so that's all being part of the investigation at this time.
Could you elaborate on what leads you to believe this was purposeful?
Right. Some of the statements on that the vehicle didn't try to veer away or didn't try to brake or slow down, and that the vehicle was speeding and went directly into the crowd. So we do have the 8 people who were somewhere in the crosswalk, somewhere at the corner of El Camino Real and Sunnyvale, and there's no indication that the vehicle tried to avoid.
Is it possible that there's an avenue for something else happening? For example, sometimes older people, they mean to step on the brake, but they hit the gas.
Right. All of that is possible at this time, so all of that will be part of the investigation.
And did the driver say anything as he's approaching the intersection that makes you think, oh, he was purposefully trying to do this?
That we don't know yet, and that's still under investigation.
When you hear intentional, you wonder, is it terrorism? Is it
Yeah,
a
I do.
statement to make?
Right, as of right now, like I said, this is all it's all under investigation, so we wouldn't be able to draw that conclusion. It's too early.
If they happen to see a white man driving that car, just walking by, and it was a white man driving, they will automatically call it white nationalist without knowing the real details. They would call it, but if it's Muslims or blacks, we got to wait for the details. They won't say it was Allahu Akbar. Police said the driver was alone in the car and had not been charged with any crimes yet. So that tell you it wasn't a white boy. Otherwise, it would be white nationalists coming from these people, not knowing the facts at all. The man could be on drugs and be white or whatever, right? White nationalists, they call it that. But when it's blacks or Allahu Akbar folks, we got to look at the details. Double standards in America today. And we are to blame because we vote in these people. We even allow the foreigners to come into our country, the illegal aliens, the refugees, and vote and run for office and win and all that. I don't know. It's a spiritual battle between good and evil, right versus wrong. If ever I needed you, Lord, I need you now. This is a result of men being weak. When men were strong in America, America was strong. And it's abnormal for men to be weak, afraid, angry, insecure, living at home with mama past 18. All of that is wrong. It's not natural. It says that you have an issue. You're mama's boy. Oh, in the name of Jesus. Si, senor. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, share, Sunny, ring the bell, and all that good stuff. Do we have a bell to ring?
Yeah.